Panthers. It's not often that a 2-6 team can say that they have a shot at the postseason, but the Panthers still have every possibility in front of them as they set to accomplish all of the goals that they set at the beginning of the season. It's going to take all of the Panthers tonight to come in here and pull off the victory. But if the Panthers win, they can still make the 6A playoff. So, Dennis, what's it going to take for the Panthers to do that tonight?
Well, Luke, I'm going to be very blunt here. We've got to score one more point than them. And in order to do that,
impeccable logic, my friend.
Hey, we're going to have to take care of the football and win the turnover battle. I think their quarterback has been loose with the football. He's got 16 INTs on the year. What we need to do is make sure we take care of the football and finish our possessions. We're averaging 9 points a game in conference play. We're going to have to score in the 20s to have a shot tonight.
You are not wrong, my friend. So here's the opening kickoff. The Panthers set to receive. This will be, like you talk about, right out of the gate with a little sky. Someone fair catch it, or at least go grab it. It will kick around, and it will go out of bounds. If we did, they're going to say we didn't get a touch on it, so it'll be a legal procedure penalty there on the Cyclones. So there'll be an early break there for the Panthers.
That was a break.
Someone fair catch it.
Yeah, someone's got to put their hand in the air and fair catch that thing so it doesn't rattle around on the ground down there. They had a good shot at that, had that bounced back in play.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers here. The ball on the 35-yard line. Panthers will come out. It's like Jack O'Brien at quarterback. And they'll do a little quarterback sweep here into the boundary. He'll pick up maybe a couple yards, and it'll be 2nd and 10 there early.
Yeah, we got 2 on that play there. It's a little wrinkle for Russellville. They're not used to seeing Jack O'Brien taking a snap, but Gio Flores is out tonight, and so Jack is taking that direct snap. He got 2 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. Luke.
I'll be honest. I've heard a lot of different things about a lot of I don't want to give away all of our secrets, but you'll see a lot of different guys taking the snap at quarterback tonight. So we'll stay in this heavy package, tied in, 2 wings here into the boundary. Astacio in motion. Snap is O'Brien. He'll go counter back to our sideline. He'll throw it up in there and pick up no gain. So it'll be 3rd and long here for the Panthers.
Yeah, that snap was high, so it threw the timing off a little bit. Fortunately, O'Brien is a big kid, and he's a great athlete, so they weren't going to snap it over his head, but certainly threw off the timing on that play, Luke.
So 3rd and 9 here for the Panthers early. You talked about scoring points. It's going to start here.
Yeah, we're going to have to grind out drives and finish them with points because
Boaz Benson in at quarterback. I said there are a lot of things I'd heard about. So he will take the snap out to our sideline, a little dump pass there, and Panthers are hit early right after the reception, so we'll bring up 4th and long. We only muster 3 yards on that drive, and we'll be forced to punt. Boaz Benson, our leading tackler, completes a pass at quarterback, and then we'll turn around, and he will be our long snapper for our punt team.
Yeah, you gotta like the creativity there. I've heard some good things out of practice. We've been working. As you said, we've kind of been geared toward these last 2 weeks because everything's right in front of us, Luke.
Snap to Mason Short, punt is away. He was punting about 50 yards in warm-ups. That will make it down to about the 30, and it will die right there, and it'll be down at the 29. It'll be 1st and 10, Russellville, and they'll come out right there. You talked about it in the opener. Russellville quarterback throws it a ton, but he's thrown 11 touchdowns, but he's also thrown 16 picks on the year.
Yeah, when you give it away that much, anything can happen. So, if he gives it to us 2 or 3 times tonight, it could completely change the outcome of this game.
So what I'm hearing is a pick 6.
I would love a pick 6 early. Get us going. What we need is to get off the field, 3 and out here, get our offense back on the field. That's what we need, Luke.
So Russellville will come out with trips at the top of your screen, little pistol formation, and they'll run power there towards the trip set and then brought down for about a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9 here early for Russellville.
Number 17, Luke Jones, is their
what a first name.
Senior
first
quarterback.
Name. That'll move us. Hey, there's another spotting the ball error, make it 2nd and 8. He moved it up a yard.
Holy cow.
Interesting formation here with the trips. Look, they're going to motion this guy back into the backfield for sure. He'll come back across. Number 31, Marcellus Olson,
Yeah,
their
give
leading
it to him.
rusher on the
No,
year.
Fake it to him.
Ah, well, a little eye candy there. He's the leading rusher for the Cyclones on the season. Be 3rd and 5 here for Russellville, or the big down for the Panthers. Russellville will bring in an extra big body, some type of heavy formation.
So it's going to be 3rd and a short 5 here. Call it 3rd and 4.5. Panthers need to get off the field here and get the football back.
So tight end wing formation at the top of your screen. 2 receivers here at the bottom. The way they offset here, they're going to motion this guy back in for some type of jet look. We have flags all over the field. Every guy on the field threw a flag. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had a flag, I would have thrown it.
Well, that was easy to see.
Back it up 5.
So now going to be about 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9er.
So we needed.
That's what we needed. We needed a break.
Back them up a little bit here. They'll change personnel groupings and run their wing out. No, they'll keep them in. They'll just change kind of the way the formation looks. We are packed in the box tonight, so we can definitely hear our home coach or our coaches right next to us. Can see Coach Matting there. He's giving us thumbs up, so it's good about the call. They'll motion their wing back into their set, so they'll go wing, 2 receivers at the top. Little snag route. They'll hit wide open receiver there across the middle, and they'll pick up about a gain of 16, 17. They'll make it 20. First down, Russellville. Ball on the 49-yard line.
That receiver was running completely uncovered. A better pass would have probably resulted in a bigger play, but got a break there. He's on the ground at the 49.
Russellville go quick. No huddle offense here. Same personnel grouping. They'll go 2 receivers at the top of your screen. Tight end wing here at the bottom. They'll motion a receiver across. We'll do a yo-yo motion. They'll fake to him to give his back to our sideline. Olson will pick up a gain of 5, and it will make it 7. Good spot. 2nd short for a team that throws a lot. They'll take a shot here.
Yeah, they're 55%. Was it 55% or 45% pass? I can't remember.
45% pass, 55 run.
I was asleep in the production meeting.
60% completion percentage from Luke Jones. Once again, brilliant first name. They'll motion the wing across down here into the boundary. So it'll be wing, 2 receivers set. They'll go outside zone fake. He'll roll back over here to this sideline. Wide opens Olson. Oh! We went for the kill shot instead of the pick.
If he sees the football there, that's a pick.
Number 20, Cole Pittman, had a chance at the interception. Instead, he went for the hit. He dropped the shoulder. Legal hit. No flag, no penalty.
Receiver number 3, Jacob Espinoza, was out in the route there. And Cole did decleat him. It was legal, but could have probably caught the football.
So 3rd and short here. Go tight end wing at the top of the screen. 2 receivers at the bottom. They'll motion Olson across. They'll fake to him, and they'll give it to the running back and get a number there. He'll pick up the first.
I think that's number 29, I believe, Sam Callahan. They're faking it to their leading rusher. They're faking it to him on the jet sweep.
Who averages? I mean, he's their leading rusher, and he also has some carries on the year. So they'll go tight end wing still. They'll go under center this time. They'll motion him again. They'll fake again. They'll give his in once again to, I think that's 29, Callahan.
Yep. He's going to get a short 3-yard gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
31 Olson is actually their leader in all-purpose yards. He has close to 1,000 on the year. Russellville does a great job of spreading the ball around to multiple players.
All right, Luke, our defense, let's call a play up here. Let's get them. We need a big play here on our defense.
Go a bunch, snug set here, and they'll motion a receiver back out. Pittman's with him as he goes vertical here.
Attaboy.
Good coverage by the Panthers will bring up 3rd and 7.
Number 5 got his hand on that. Is that Victor Toledo? I believe it is. Victor Toledo got a hand, knocked that pass to the ground. Good play there by Toledo. 3rd and 7 here early. This is a big play for our defense here. We're kind of down in the area. If they get 3 or 4 yards, they might go for it on 4th down.
A lot of motion out of the Russellville here. They'll motion and move back around, a little orbit back. Quarterback keeper here by Jones. He'll pick up maybe 3. So it'll be 4th and short. They're in 4-down territory. They will definitely go for it here.
Yeah, we've got to do a good job here. 4th and 3. They're going to give us some eye candy. They're going to probably bring their leading rusher back across. No, he's not even.
I think they got 99. Their wing in there.
He's not even on
Magnus
there. Yep.
Golden. They're going to do quarterback blast then if they've got him there. He's going to lead probably to that tight end wing side up to the top of the screen.
We ought to be coming downhill right here. Yep.
And there it is. They bring the other guy back across. We're
Get him
patient.
on
We
the
come
ground, get him on the
downfield.
ground,
Beautiful, beautiful. First down, Panthers. Boaz Benson all over. There we go. Well done by the Panthers. The coaches next to us are ecstatic. So are the Panther faithful that traveled 2.5 hours over here to Russellville. Well done by the Panther D there to get the ball back. Boaz Benson, quarterback, long snapper, defensive end.
Jack of all trades, baby. Jack of all trades. The ball's going to be on the Panther 26, but you know what? No points for Russellville right there. We need to extend the drive here and get points, Luke.
We need to pull the chains. We got to pull the chain. We got to move them. We got to get them. We got to put the ball in the end zone here. Marlette at quarterback this time. The give is to Mason Short. I'm just going to call him our leading rusher. He has the most yards per carry this year. He'll pick up a yard.
Yeah, got to get him some rhythm, get him going. He works better after he gets a good lather built up. He needs some reps here.
So 2nd and 9 here for the Panthers. Go trips to the top of your screen, single receiver to the bottom, Marlette at quarterback. He'll take the snap, fake us to short, he'll roll to our sideline with a little flood concept. Hit as he throws, passes incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd and long. The flood concept is our go-to on the Panther offense when we do throw the football.
I like to see that little throwback screen that we run. I believe
To Mason. You
to
want
Mason,
the ball
yeah.
in Mason Short's hand.
Yeah, I'd like to
I
see.
saw it look all over your face.
I'd like to see a little look here. I
You
don't
want
know.
Jax Anderson to run off his corner vertical and then slip Mason out into our sideline.
I'm gonna give it to him. He may dance and he's
He
broken
breaks
a
a couple
tackle. He's
tackles,
gonna be
make
out
it-
over
he's
first
got-
down.
What a run. That's just some grit there. He is, like I said, he has our most yards per carry on the season for the Panthers. And we're going to move those chains along for a Panther first down, something we haven't got to say often the last couple weeks. We'll bring Boaz Benson back in the game, which means he will be at quarterback. This is our diesel package.
Yeah, Mason looked like he was tippy-toeing there, but he was telling stories and he breaking tackles. So first down there, nice run.
A light box defensively, so this should set up well for what we're wanting to do there with Boaz at quarterback. We'll only pick up a couple there. Well,
See what we did there? We shifted Mason to the quarterback
to make the
and then
direct snap.
So Mason Short got the carry there, gained a yard, so it's going to be 2nd and 9.
So we'll go tight end and twins at the top of your screen. Boaz at quarterback. Move Mason around. We'll probably go to run to the boundary here. We'll give this to Mason. Brought down in the backfield to be 3rd and long again.
Yep.
We got to, he got to at least get him where he clears the line of scrimmage, and that's what's been the key to a lot of his big runs this year for the Panthers.
Yeah, we got to create some space up front. Controlling the line of scrimmage is important on both sides of the football, and you set yourself up in 3rd and long when we can't create space on 1st and 2nd down. So.
And in this 3rd and long, they'll change their personnel defensively. They've got a 3-man front and probably every secondary guy they have on their sideline.
Well, it worked for us last time because Mason got a long run for a first down, but he's going to go off, and here comes
It's Boaz at quarterback. We'll run buck sweep at our sideline. Estacio makes the first man miss, spins off, and then is brought down by about 7 Cyclones. And that will force a Panther punt after forcing a turnover.
So 2 offensive possessions, and we've moved the chains one time.
It's no see. You said it. You said it. One more point to oppose it. We got to score points.
We're going to have to get some points up here.
I think he can clear the returner. He was in warm-ups. We're back on top of it. I think Boaz.
Yeah.
Oh,
back.
Estacio.
Yeah,
Anastacio all over it.
Yeah.
What a break.
That's a big break.
We're catching a lot of breaks here early. Got to take advantage of the breaks.
I agree. Couldn't have said it better myself, Luke.
First time for everything. Here we go. 2nd 15 here for the Panthers.
You know, we've got to create more space up front. I'm going to keep pounding this. Our offensive line has got to create some holes here. We've got it on the plus side of the 50. Now's the time. Let's make it happen.
So we'll stick in our what we call Clemson. They gave us to Short. He kind of stumbled there. I think we may even get a hold here, but they might decline it after the 3-yard loss.
We're going the wrong way.
Are you not supposed to go the other way?
Yeah, we're going the wrong way. So what turned out to be great field position to start has turned into a nightmare because now
it's either going to be 2nd and 24,
24, yeah.
or 3rd and 17. If I'm Russellville, I might just decline it. Yep, and they will. They'll decline it. There'll be 3rd and 17 here. They're going to make us have to do something 3rd and long. The screen.
Yeah.
That's been our bread and butter on the long distance play. Or, 3rd and long, 4th and long situation.
If they single cover Jack O'Brien, I might take a shot with him, but I like the screen as well. You know, when we line up in the wing tee, we're going
diesel. We're going diesel here. And we'll run quarterback blast out of it with Boaz, and we'll pick up maybe a couple yards, and it'll be 4th and 15. A little extracurricular, a little chippiness going on there. We might take this into quarter.
Yeah, I'd let it roll to quarter. I'd be talking about over there like, hey.
Yeah, coach is holding his hand up. He's holding his hand up. I think he's saying, hey, Dad, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. He's saying no.
Yeah, don't even get in the stance. Get back in the huddle.
Just walk over here to the sideline. Yeah. Just come over here. Just come over here. And we'll let the clock run out here. And that'll be the end of the first here. The score will be the Siloam Springs Panthers 2, the Russellville Cyclones 0.
That's a quick quarter.
Was that on your bingo? Was that on your bingo card? A 2-0 in the first quarter. I don't think a lot of people had that at home. But hey, we talked about the opener. We have a shot. You're saying there's a chance to make the postseason, and after the end of one, we're keeping a fighting chance here.
Yes, and you said it very well in the opening. Everything the Panthers set out to do this year, make the playoffs, is right in front of them. They got to win tonight, and they got to win next week, and they can get there. And tonight, after one, we're up 2-0. Yeah, we've had a couple of breaks that we didn't capitalize on, but we are up 2-0. Our defense has looked pretty good early. Let's stay in it and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you and I, we both were old ex-coaches many moons ago. But when you sat with your teams, you said, what are our team goals this year? It's always the same things. Win state, win conference, win. But the big one was we want to make the playoffs.
Yep.
We want to make the playoffs. So anytime none of us had undefeated seasons. So when you had that first loss, it was always the same go-to. Our goals are still in front of us. Like we had, right. It didn't end right now. It didn't end tonight.
Yeah, so for the Panthers, the schedule has set up great for us because here we are with 2 games to go. We're still in the hunt, right?
Yeah, with Southside next week, another team that is towards the bottom of the league standings. The opportunity is here for us. Short will take the snap. The punt is away. He pinned him deep last time, which led to the other score. Ball will advantageous that he took a knee.
Connor took a knee on the 15, 16-yard line.
Another punt inside the 20 for the Panthers, and that's where the Russell will start here. 1st and 10, the ball on the 16-yard line.
All right.
You can kind of hear some of the chatter next to us from our coaches. You know, we're here in a very small press box. They're going to have a $6 million renovation up here, so we'll look a lot different 2 years from now. But they're definitely IDing which players are on or off for them as far as what they're going to do offensively. And you can tell when 99's in the game, it's one type of offense. When he's not, it's the other. So they're going to go wing with 2 receivers into their boundary here. Little pistol set. They'll go inside zone here. And the Panthers, who usually do very well against that scheme, will stop them for about a gain of 4. Give us to number 3, Jacob Espinosa. Yeah, they gave him 6 on it. I know you're highly critical of spots in high school athletics, so.
Yeah, I think he's got a bad view. It's more 2nd and 5, but it is what it is.
And about a gain of 3 there for the Russellville Cyclones. And the Coach Locke hot on the sideline. They'll bring 3rd and short. Big down here. They'll go quick. They must have saw something they liked, so they're going to line up and do the same. Actually, they're just going to go. Movement. What are we doing? We got
the flags.
Boaz Benson all up in the backfield there. They're going to give him the spot. It was a great ball get off by our defense. Boaz is going to go off to the sideline. They were not set.
No.
Yeah, Boaz is on the ground right now. He was in on the play early. I mean, he did it was an incredible effort to get in on the play.
You know, I don't know how you can be that close to the guy and not see him start early, but everybody in the stadium saw that guy shift and move early.
Well, not everybody.
No, they saw it. They had to see it.
Oh. You know, they're trying their best, Dennis. They're trying their best.
Well, sometimes their best isn't good enough, Luke.
Heard that a lot in my lifetime. Mr. Yoakum heard that a lot in my lifetime.
So Boaz was trying to make it off the field, and they're trying to go hurry up, so they just told Boaz to take a seat. He's going to bounce off.
I was going to say, he's a tough kid. Yeah, he's a tough kid. Fun fact I learned about Boaz this week. Fun fact for the listeners at home. You know, there's a lost art of cursive writing, handwriting amongst students. A lot of kids don't do it anymore. Boaz spent some time overseas in his lifetime. Impeccable cursive handwriting. I know, fun, odd fact. Impeccable cursive handwriting. So here we go. It'll be 1st and 10 Russellville here. They'll go wing, now trips into their sideline. They'll throw a little pop that beat us all last week against Shiloh, and that will pick up. Still going. Their pass was complete to number 4, Jerron Brown. And he'll pick up 25.
That's a big gain down to the Panther 46-yard line.
And they're going quick. I mean, go quick and then run the same thing at the top of the screen. They're going to run the same motion out there and do it again. This time they'll actually give probably an RPO look, and they'll pick up 3. They got movement. I think the flag's down. I don't think they had a legal formation.
Yeah.
When you go quick with high school kids.
Convenient that it's now, 2 plays later.
Oh, my. Here we go.
You know.
Conspiracy.
Back them up. Legal shift on the Cyclones. Going to be first
Conspiracy guy. Did we land on the moon?
Did we?
They'll back them up probably 1st and 15. You know, when you catch breaks like this, we've talked about week in, week out. When we're going to get them to a 3rd and long situation, we have not done well. We need to capitalize and get off the field. We'll go wing, 2 receivers to that top of the screen. They'll throw it underneath there. We had Jack in the right position, couldn't undercut the route, and they'll pick up all 15 there. It'll be 1st down Russellville.
Pass to number 20, DeJuan Ford, for 15 yards. He put it right where he needed to because Jack was sitting out there. He just couldn't get it.
So they'll throw a little shuttle pass over here to their sideline, and Russellville will pick up. I mean, they're going quick, and they're hitting us out on the edge out in space, which has been a place to attack us in the last several weeks, especially last week against Shiloh Christian.
Number 34, Gage Jones, in on the tackle. That's what I was afraid of, Luke. They're throwing the football out, getting it out in space, and we've had trouble all year long tackling kids in space.
Yeah.
Right. And so
and right now they got us beat by numbers out there. They've got trips and they've already got us beat in alignment. Little toss sweep into their sideline here on the orbit motion. Boaz Benson just all over the place, brings them down, but it's after a gain of 6. Very, what you would say, exotic formation looks. He was lined up in slot 8 yards deep, orbit motion sweep.
Yeah, he caught the ball about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Looked like arena football.
It did.
And now they've got tight end, wing. They'll motion a receiver back out. They'll fake and roll to that side. We've got KD there, but wide open is the wing and touchdown Russellville. What a throw off his back foot. KD was all over him, but he'll throw a strike there to the tight end running kind of a post.
Yeah, number 47, Nicholas Hallmark, catches that touchdown pass.
Only his 4th reception on the year, so
that's about
check
right.
that.
That's about right. This is game 9. So less than half a reception a game. So Russellville takes a 7-2 lead after the extra point. Panthers will get the ball back here after the kickoff. But you saw the things right there that we've struggled with, and that's getting the ball out in space, getting the ball out quick, getting it out to athletes that can make moves and make people miss, and that's what we've struggled with. And they marched it right down the field there and put it in the end zone.
So I want to give an announcement. Shout out to the great business partners of the Siloam Springs Athletic Department. Shout out to Superior Auto Group, Simmons, Lightning Bolt Advertising, Callahan Steakhouse, Arvest Bank, Day Spring Cards, Lazy Boy, Jetstream by Pipe Life, John Brown University, Grand Savings Bank, Generations Bank, and Alternative Design. Also in athletics this week, swim. We do have a swim team. Swim's going to be at the Jones Center on Wednesday night. And cheer. We were state runner-up last year, state champs the year before that in cheer. And then the following week, the week of November 11th, which is also Veterans Day, is the Panther Classic, one of the largest junior high basketball tournaments in the state of Arkansas. I know that you used to come over to it when you were at Southwest.
Yeah, we always love to come over to play in that thing, man. Great hospitality that week. Lots of teams from the area come over and play. It's just a great week of basketball. All right, Luke. Hey, we're still where we want to be. We just
still one-score game, 7-2.
Need some points here. I'd like to see this drive in another point.
Ball fielded at the 10 there by the Panthers. We'll actually have a crease there. We'll make a cut and another cut. And
great 16. Freddie Renderos.
Great return there by Freddie Renderos. Freddie plays fast, runs hard, works hard. Great job there by Freddie. Saw Freddie earlier this week.
Yeah. Great job, Freddie. Gave us a good starting field position here, but we want to see this drive in points here. Just got to sustain drives here, Luke. We're not going to be a big play, get it all in one play here, but we've got to sustain drives.
Give us the short, he'll pick up a couple yards. A score from around the conference that helps the Panthers, and it's with a heavy heart I have to talk about this game. Greenwood up 21-0 after they had a heartbreaking loss from their football team this week.
Yeah, what a tragedy for that community down there, and just
they're playing for as they are in Arlington this week. So the Panthers will have the ball here, 2nd and 8, ball on the 46-yard line, 8:20 left here in the first. We've shown a lot of different looks. We've had 3 different quarterbacks. We've had 3 different ball carriers. We'll have Short, Estacio, and Davidson in the backfield. We'll give it to Estacio this time, and he's met by 7 Cyclones in the backfield, and we'll lose 3. It'll be 3rd and 11.
We just can't get enough push up front, Luke. I don't know if you're watching the line of scrimmage, but it doesn't matter who we're handing the football to. There's zero space when they have the football. So it starts up front. I mean, it starts up front, and if you got to challenge those guys, let's do it. It's going to be 3rd down and about 11 here. You got to challenge them up front. We got to get some space for our backs.
We'll come in under center and stick to the wing T, which is tough to throw out of. So if there's any play action look, I don't know. A little double reverse here to O'Brien. Lead blocking is Marlette. He'll go down the sideline.
He's got a shot.
He'll go to the 30, the 20, the 10. He's tripped up. Touchdown, Panthers. What a time. There are no flags on the field. What a time to pull that one out of the bag.
That was
well
perfect.
done there by the Panthers.
That was perfect. See, we're not getting any push up front. They were in the backfield. They were pursuing the initial ball carrier, and we had that wall set up over there.
We'll probably go for 2 here to make it the 3. Hey, to quote my good friend Ric Flair.
Woo! Good friend Ric Flair. I love it.
So, we normally come out with this look anyway in our PAT. It is early in the game, so you can just kick it. And it is a 2-point conversion. We're tripped up. It's an interesting look that you see out of a lot of teams where you just set up and basically dead toss it out to that guy over there. Brought up just short. But because of the safety earlier, the Panthers are up 8-7. We got our touchdown. We were only averaging 9 a game in conference play.
And here we are sitting at 8 with 7 minutes to go in the first half. So that's great. That's a great call. Great call there by the coaches. They saw that. They've said it. I guess the line had it played perfectly, right?
I'll be honest. When I saw Dane out there lead blocking, and I saw the safety try to undercut and go inside his block, and I thought if that guy makes it, that's the last guy. And Jack said, "Nope, see ya."
Jack's a good athlete, so you get him out and get his long legs going. He can run a little bit, and so that was a nice play call there by the coaching staff. So the Panthers now will kick off to Russellville here, leading 8-7 with 7:16 to go in the second quarter. We're gonna have lots of freshmen on the field tonight, Luke. Our freshman football team ended the year earlier in the week, maybe last week, and now they've been moved up.
Yep.
They've got some guys on the field tonight.
Last Thursday night was their last game.
Yep.
And we'll kind of go a little sky pooch kick there. The ball's fielded at the 28-yard line, and then the Panthers meet him about 10 yards later at the 38. And they'll mark him at the 40.
Yep.
Last time the Russellville made quick work of their possession. We'd like to slow some of that down, but, it's tough to do when it's completion, short yards, quick pop, 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 bang.
Yeah, it's something that they've seen on film, and they're going to keep going to. So we need to make the adjustment. We're going to have to figure out how to get those guys on the ground when they catch it out in space. And we got to rally to the football here. If you're a defender, you got to rally to the football.
We're talking about a team that played a game last week. It was 45-38 when they beat Southside here in Russellville. They'll run a little sweep action into their sideline. Estacio, a lot of effort here. It looks like Hargett on the tackle after a gain of 8.
May have taken a bad angle there out here on the edge. But it's going to be 2nd and 2 now for the Cyclones.
Probably take a shot with some of that vertical game they've shown.
I would expect a pass here because they're pretty confident that they can throw it around.
And they've got the trips look with the kind of the deep setting guy there with number 31, Marcellus Olson, and he'll do the little orbit motion.
Nope.
And they'll do a toss, and then he'll do a pivot back to that side. Great job in pursuit there. It looks like
Victor Toledo.
Victor Toledo.
5. Yeah. Great job. Victor.
There's a senior that wants to extend his career.
Yeah. Great job. That's going to be a loss of about 5, 3rd and 7, maybe. Short 7.
And they'll take off that big wing that they have, so they'll go to what I could just heard Smith refer to as their speed personnel, so that they're what looks like their doubles look, and that's what they'll show. 2 receivers, top and bottom of the screen. They'll motion someone across. So we didn't like it because they haven't shown a lot of it, so we'll call timeout.
Yep, going to talk about it.
Good timeout.
That's a great timeout by the coaching staff. When you see something that you're not set up or aligned for, you're going to talk about it here. You can't take those timeouts with you.
No, they don't give you extra points.
Nope. At the end of the night, you gotta use them or lose them, right? So
it's kind of like when I used to coach here, and we used to take 400 touches in the 18. I'd say, boys, they don't give you extra points for having the ball down here. You actually have to put it in the net. It has to go in the net. So timeout here with 5:49 left in the half. The score is the Panthers 8, the Cyclones 7. This game is a make or break to the Panthers' postseason chances.
Yeah, they're going to have to win tonight to get in the playoffs.
Yeah, if they
got to win tonight and next week to get in.
Yes. And then even in that scenario, it could potentially come down to a three-way tie between us, Russellville, and Van Buren, which we'll talk about tiebreaker scenarios if we can cross that bridge. But one game at a time, let's win tonight. So 2 receivers top and bottom of your screen. Jones at quarterback. What? Either there was motion or this was by design that we just wanted to look lost. But in either case, no, he's short a yard. He's short by a yard.
4th and 1.
4th and 1.
They're going to go for it, though.
They'll go back into their heavy look, so they'll bring in 47, who got the touchdown earlier, and number 99. 47's Homer, and 99 is Golden.
They'll do Q
They'll do the
power.
they'll do the black. When you have a quarterback named Luke, why wouldn't you give it to him? So 4th and 1 here for the Cyclones.
6'3", 231 quarterback. So you're going to do quarterback power here on 4th and 1.
But I would say the heart of our defense has been what our defensive line has been able to do for us in between the tackles.
We're missing a few up front, though, right? So Christian Mendez is out. He's not up front. He's been our bell cow. Boaz and Caden have done a great job this year.
Isaac Calderon has shown he's shown some motor for it. Last week he had a sack and a couple tackles for loss.
Absolutely. So we're not full strength up there, but man, we've played well. So it's if they run the quarterback power, they're running right into the heart of our defense. So
how about another snap that goes 25 yards over Jones' head? How about that? So while we're kind of waiting here, talk about the conference standings. Right now, it's Greenwood at 5-0 in conference, Mountain Home at 4-1, Shiloh at 4-1, Lake Hamilton at 3-2, Van Buren at 2-3, Russellville at 2-3, and then us in Southside at 0-5. The top 6 make state. Right now, number 6 would be the team we're playing.
That's right.
So they're as heavy as you can get. They're as heavy as heavy, and they'll motion one out. That means they are going to direct snap here. And no great penetration. I saw a couple holds. No flags are thrown. Great penetration by Davidson, but nothing is called, and there'll be a first down there by Russellville.
You mean you can't bear hug a defensive end that's broken through the line? You can't do that?
Yeah, there's a clause 4.73b, where on 4th and 1 you can absolutely hold a guy, no holds bar. So 1st and 10 for the Cyclones here. They'll go wing and doubles at the top of the screen. They'll motion back across, and then they'll do a little orbit back to that sideline. I mean, they do it's like watching the Detroit Lions, a lot of the games they play with their motions just to end up running inside zone.
Yep.
And all of it has to do with Marcellus Olsen. I mean, I know he's their all-purpose guy, but, man.
It's eye candy for sure. Get everybody looking at the motion, and then they try to, get you out of your lane.
Eventually, it is to set up something, further along. So they'll go wing, 2 receivers to the top, single receiver to the bottom. They'll motion the wing back across. They are not set anytime they motion. They'll run just sticks or hitches right across the board. Passes incomplete. Third and 7 here for the Cyclones.
Yeah, that pass hit him right in the face mask.
Is that? Well, when I was playing once upon a time, I had a coach that he absolutely, he yelled at my friends. He said, couldn't hit you in a worse place. The hands in basketball, So that's right there. That young man, he'll hear on the sideline, but we all make mistakes. 3rd and long here for the Cyclones. I would still say this is probably 4-down territory for them. Trips to the top of the screen, single receiver to the bottom. They'll move the back across. Now they'll go empty out here. They'll empty it out. We'll have to do some type of check or empty check. They'll run an underneath route there, and I think that he used the turf to catch that. The back judge is trying to look around for help, and the guy will come in. There we go. Thank you, sir.
The guy that was farthest from the play saw it.
I thought we were going to do the old school flip a coin. How does it land? We'll just call it from there. So 4th and long, they'll run out their punt unit, actually.
Yeah, I thought it really would depend on if
what they did there on that down.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of the aggressive one. You're more conservative.
No.
I know. Shocker to everyone here. Shocker. So fourth, they could run a fake. You never know. High school's full of hijinks. And they try to do a little check there. There's a snap, punts away. Goes a mile in the air. We'll get away from it, and we'll get away from it. And he'll take a Panther bounce backwards, and they'll jump on it there at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10 Panthers with 3:47 left in the half.
Well, Luke.
8-7 is what I had on my notes, is what I thought it would be at this juncture in the game.
Yep, and I think everybody in Siloam Springs, Panther country, would have taken that. I'm here now. I'm taking it right now. I would still like this drive to end in points.
Well, color me an optimist. I like all drives to end in points for us.
I would too.
So for first and 10, we'll go in our wing T Clemson set with 3 backs. We'll run buck sweep into their sideline, give us to short. He's very patient as a runner. He'll pick up 3. I'll make it 2.
He really wanted to bounce that. Last second, he cut it up in. I think if he would have kept stretching it, I think he would have had maybe a few more yards. But hey, I'm up here in the booth. It's easy to see that up here.
It's like playing a video game up here, honestly. So 2nd and 8 with 3:20 left in the half. Panthers will look to the sideline. They'll get the call.
Going very deliberate here by design.
We'll stick in our wing T formation, and we'll give to Davidson.
KD.
KD will bust it. He's gone. He's gone. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown,
flag.
Panthers, but a flag is down back where we do not want the flag to be.
That was such a quick hitter, Luke. I can't imagine.
How do you
hold on a split second? There's no way. He was in the defensive backfield in half a second. How in the world is that holding? But it's coming back, folks.
It is. There's no one's even our and there. Oh, and it was on our center. So there's your how quick did it happen? That's right where the hole where it hit. Oh, we're calling a chop. So when that gets called, that means we had a guy engaged high and then a guy came low. So that will.
Was there time to do that?
No, I'm not saying I agree with the call. I'm just explaining where.
Was it? Did you see it again? Yeah. We're looking.
You're checking next door. He's showing to us next door.
He went low, but nobody was engaged with him.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It looked like a bear crawl to me, Luke.
I don't know.
It looked like a bear crawl from our lineman to me.
I think that's 6 that got pulled off the board.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, hard count, check sideline. 2nd and 23 with 2:59 left. And looks like Coach Locke will call a timeout. And then, we've got a flag. We've got clapping by Stu. Normally that doesn't always go the way you would like when you see your guy clapping in high school. It's usually they're still on you. They'll talk this one through. Maybe we'll get all that back right here.
Yeah,
we won't get it all back because we popped it for 80, but.
I'm not sure what happened there, but I can tell you he's about to tell us.
Dead ball.
Personal
foul. Russellville. There we go. Hey, I will say, since it was Big Stu, that would be a kid that I trust. Yeah. So we'll gain all that we lost back other than the points that we didn't.
Yeah, so this is going to be 2nd and 8. We get the penalty yardage back, but I can tell you I just rewatched it on film, and the lineman bear crawled. He did go low, but there was nobody engaged up high. I don't know if that's a chop block in high school. Is that a chop block in high school?
I watched the replay. It was a bad call. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm going to get fined. I'm going to get fined.
Oh,
I'm going to get
gosh.
fined.
The live stream from Siloam Springs is going to get fined. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to our athletic department.
Sorry, Mr. Patrick, if you're listening. So the give here and the end around back to Estacio to our sideline. He dances around and he tries his best to make 4 or 5 miss before he's finally brought down. They're gonna say they're marking 3rd. Russellville came out of the pile with the ball, but a whistle was blown. We marked he was down, so they will stick with that call, and it will be 3rd
They're in about
3rd and
7
7 here.
Okay. Clock is ticking, which is what we like. We're being deliberate here right before the half. You'd love to see a first down here and extend the drive. But you want the clock to run too. So here we go. He was an arm tackle away from breaking that one as well. But Caden Davidson is stopped after a very short gain. It's going to be 4th and about 6 here. And Russellville has called timeout.
Yep, and a good timeout for them to take. They still have, I think, 2 remaining.
The White Hat signaled we called timeout, and I'm like, dude, we're not calling timeout here to stop the clock for them. So that's
you
how.
are on this guy's case here. It's
Well,
getting hot in this booth. I know. It's.
I'm telling you what.
Well, it's folks. I want to give a big shout out to Siloam Springs community and the donors once again, because we have a lovely press box. It really is an awesome press box. Right now, I am standing in a room that I can touch both walls, and my arms aren't even fully extended.
Wow.
I actually can touch all 4 walls, I think, with my legs and my hands. So, yeah, we're in a small little setup here. But
I just know the glass booth is about to fog up on us. That's a lot of hot air coming
out of us.
I
think
now.
that's said any room you and I actually stand in. It could be the seminar room at the high school, and that's being said. So, 4th and long here. Panthers will be set to punt. Mason doing a great job handling the punting duties the last 2 weeks. Like I said, in the warm-ups, he was getting it at least 50. I mean, he was from the end zone. He was from the goal line to the 50 every single. And the bad snap,
Get it up.
and it is blocked, and it is recovered by the Panthers. It's the last thing we needed here to end the half. Be 1st and 10 Russellville. It was a jinx by me. That's on me.
That's not on you. But they will have the football at the 14-yard line.
So 1st and 10 Russellville, ball on the 14-yard line. 2:05 left in the half. The score is 8-7 Panthers.
Defense needs to make a stand here.
They do.
They bail us out here.
And they do have a good kicker, and that's not to be surprised in a town that is honestly ruled by soccer.
Yeah, you see their beautiful indoor facility over there, and it's plastered with boys soccer and girls soccer state championships, and boys track. But what a facility that is, right?
It is. Oh, it's a little busted play. Then they ran a little speed option there. And actually what originally looked like a bust may have just been deliberate of that slow option look that teams like Navy and Army kind of show Wake Forest, because he ends up with an 11-yard gain.
Yeah, I think that was by design.
That's Wake Forest has been a team lately that's been showing kind of what we call a very delayed read option.
Oh, doesn't he has to go up now, boys, after you blow the whistle.
Yeah.
They're leading yards from scrimmage man. Comes off the field.
So 1st and goal here. Talk about forcing a turnover. This is the moment. 1:45 left in the half. They'll spread us out as far as they can to try to just eliminate numbers in the box. They'll motion number 3 back into the box. The give is to, looks like number 99, Golden, and he'll score on the give there. They use him all over the field, and that time it was kind of as a power back, and he'll score, and that will make it 13-8 pending the extra point here.
Yeah, 2 plays after the mistake on the punt attempt, Russellville puts it in the end zone to retake the lead.
And the kick is good. So with 1:36 left in the half, it's Russellville 14, Siloam 8.
Well, here's the deal, Luke. I'm not going to sugarcoat this here.
If you say we need to score more points than their team,
no,
I'm in agreement.
No, but here's the deal. Those kind of plays can haunt you if you don't flush them and move on, right? So we've got to let that botched punt, we've got to let it go. We've got to move on. This game is certainly a winnable football game. There's a minute 36 to go in the first half. we can't let that play affect the next 2 or 3 drives that we have. We can't compound that with more mistakes.
That's true. No
So what we've gotta
quicksand. No quicksand.
Hey, we have got to move on from that mentally, and I hope, and I know that's what the coaches over there are telling them. I hope our guys can do that because they're right in this game, and as you've said all night long, everything we wanted to do all season long is right in front of us.
And you win. You take advantage of this moment, and this night, next Friday at Panther Stadium, is massive. On our senior night.
So Russellville going to kick the football back to the Panthers here.
They have not kicked it well. I mean, it's been straight just sky left, sky right. This time they'll squib it, and we'll jump right on top of it. If I wanted one guy on the team to actually fill that off the hop and take it, it was Mason Short.
Yeah, they kicked it right to him, and he just fell on it. Did the right thing, but, man, you'd like to see him corral that dude and take off running.
In the first quarter at Mountain Home, the score is Mountain Home 13, Van Buren 7. That actually is important to us because the Panthers need Mountain Home to win that game. We don't need actually.
No, we need Van Buren to win.
In either way, so to avoid the three-way tie. Yeah, actually, yeah. Go Pointers. Greenwood up 42-7 over Southside. Panthers will go. They'll actually do the little shift, which actually gives the ball to Short, and we'll try to go a little, try to get the edge there. We got plenty of heavy bodies out there, but we will only pick up 4, and it'll be make it 3, be 2nd and 7. A regional big game is 7-1. Gentry is down by 3 at Prairie Grove. Prairie Grove 13, Gentry 10. I know Randall Bollinger, director of maintenance, was real excited about that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Short again on the same look out of that diesel heavy package. A late flag on the Panthers sideline. Extracurriculars going on. Russellville players are saying it's on Siloam. Siloam players are saying it's on Russellville.
I'm going to go with offsetting.
It's a chippy game here early. There's still a whole half to play. We'll see a lot more flags, I'm sure. I once, on this field, on that sideline, watched a Russellville player punch a Siloam player right in the head. Helmet still on. And get himself ejected. You are correct. Offsetting penalties.
So, 3rd down and about 2 after all of that. 1:02 to go in the first half, and the Panthers have a chance here to extend the drive, move the chains, keep the football here. If you get a first down here, then you can maybe take a shot. Mason Shorts.
Mason, yeah, he'll get it. Oh, man, did you see up towards our sideline?
Yeah. Stu, I think. Maybe Hudson. No, that was Hudson. Is that Hudson Lockridge?
Yeah, I think Hudson Lockridge just took the corner and delivered.
No, that's Stu.
Okay, I was gonna say Stu took that kid and delivered him to our little sideline tent. We'll go quick and try to go. We're gonna just try to draw him off. No, well, when we get met in the backfield, and it'll be a turnover on downs with 32 seconds left. We're gonna actually. Oh, there we got some more late flags. I think this time. I don't know who it's. Honestly, we have a WWE match there at the end of the play. We at halftime, this has to be a point of emphasis in both locker rooms.
Yeah, I think the coaches will get a hold of this right here. This.
Well, the Russellville coaches are losing their mind on some of their players, which begs me to think that this was on them.
This will extend the drive if it's on Russellville.
And set us up with the potential to go score. Dead ball, personal foul, Panthers. Dead ball, personal foul. After the play, so that's first down Russellville.
I didn't see what we did. I'm sure, it's been chippy, so we'll address it. Back-to-back plays, you have offsetting personal fouls. Our defense has got to stand strong here, boys. We got 32 seconds to go in the half. It's 14-8. It's a one-possession game. Don't give up any points.
The big play has been a defining moment for us in several games, and this would be another example of that. They'll go doubles on both sides, 2 receivers. They'll motion a guy kind of duo back in as a wing. Kind of a botch snap there. He's still bobbling it around.
Oh, he's
and how many times I've seen this in high school football where a botch snap kind of bounced around, busted play ends up becoming an 11-yard gain. They still have one timeout left. Like I said it earlier, the kicker does have some distance. He is a soccer player for the Cyclones. Jared Fuller does a great job with his program, so I know that kid has some distance. They can't figure out what they want to do. They had multiple guys
in motion.
Yeah.
They weren't going to get set. They were killing
Yeah, well, that's a
clock.
big timeout for them to take. That's their last timeout. So if we tackle and bounce here, we're going to half. There's no way. And from where we're currently sitting, I don't care if this kid can make this kick. He's going to play D1 football. He ain't making this kick. It'd be a 53-yarder from where he's at.
Their only shot here is to run something out along the sideline, quick, 7 or 8 second play, gain 10 or 12 yards, and then maybe have a shot at a much shorter kick. But you're right. If we can get the guy tackled in the field of play without the clock stopping, I don't believe they can get another play off here.
How about they try to force something here? And I Ric Flair when we go take it to the end zone down there. Right there where their band's at. Right in front of their band down there.
I'd love it. Dial it up.
14 seconds left. Russellville 14, Siloam 8 here in the second quarter. We're going to stand up and then shift around. Kind of 3 down linemen. We'll spread everyone else out. Play action fake. We'll leak a guy out. They'll throw to the sticks. The pass will be complete, and he'll get out of bounds with 7 seconds left. That's exactly what you want to do offensively, and exactly what we didn't want defensively, to give him that space to complete that little out.
7 seconds left.
That's field goal. I mean, he can kick it from there. He can hit it from there. Jesus Perez.
They're going to take a shot. 27.
His long on the year is 44. He can hit it. He has the leg from here. It's just about the accuracy. Snap, hold, kick is away. I think he got it. The kick is good. Kick is good. So here at the end of there's 2 seconds left. We still got 2 seconds. Field goal is good, so it'll be Cyclone 17, Panthers 8.
Yeah. So, Luke, that was worst case scenario is that we gave up points on that drive right there.
Great execution by Russellville.
Yep. They did a good job there. Get points on the board. Now what you got to do here with 2 seconds left is just field the football.
and go into that locker room and regroup.
Yep.
Yeah, when they hit him on that out there, I mean, Perez, now 5 of 7 on the year as a kicker. His long on the year before that kick was 44. I think that one was a 38-yarder, but that's the weird thing is that on the kicking game, he has 3 touchbacks on the year, and all they've done is squib, pooch, sky.
Yep.
We do have some freshmen out there right now, I can tell, in the kickoff return unit.
Our 9th grade football team had a very successful campaign this year. They're going to scrib that one as well.
Fielded by Jackson Anderson. He'll try to reverse field. Good block there by KD. Surprised we get flagged for a blindside block or something silly. And that will end it here in the first half. The score is the Cyclones 17, the Panthers 8. Had up and down moments, had some good moments for the Panthers. Had a touchdown taken off the board after a questionable flag on the Panthers. Had several unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. What do we got to do in that second half?
Well, as I said in the opening, Luke, we're going to have to score in the 20s to have a shot here. So we're going to have to score some points in the second half. We got work to do. The good news is Russellville has been limited. We've done a good job limiting them. We've given them a short field, which gave them a touchdown, and then we gave them a short field for the field goal. So 10 of their 17 points have come on very short fields. We've done a pretty good job defensively and kept them from driving the length of the field on us. We've got to come out in the second half. Our defense has to stand up, and our offense is going to have to score some points. We're still going to have to score 28, 31 points here for a shot at this.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to step away here in halftime as you get to see the Russellville cheerleaders and the Russellville band. Once again, here at half, it's Russellville 17, Siloam 8. And we're back here at Cyclone Stadium, where the score is Russellville Cyclones 17, the Siloam Springs Panthers 8. A game filled with a lot of different things. The scoring got started off early with the Panthers scoring on a safety. And then the Cyclones finding an answer with the touchdown drive, a quick touchdown drive of their own. And the Panthers pulling off some matriculation on the reverse to pick up their touchdown. A botched snap by the Panthers on a punt attempt led to another touchdown by the Cyclones, and then a failed fourth down conversion by the Panthers led to a field goal by Russellville, which keeps us where we're at now with the score of 17-8. We've talked about all along that the game needed to be in the 20s, which means on the defensive side, we've got to keep them off the board.
Yeah, we've done a pretty decent job defensively. We've given them a couple of short fields, which has led to points for them, about 10 points in the football game. And so I think if we can continue to make them grind out drives, I like our chances. We've got to do a better job offensively of sustaining drives and getting points.
And again, folks, those of you just now tuning in, this game is crucial to the Panthers' playoff chances. A loss tonight all but eliminates us, does eliminate us from playoff contention. A win, however, keeps us in the race with the chance to play in the 6A state playoffs, where in the 6A format, the top 6 from the East and the top 6 from the West make the postseason. The Panthers have to kick it away since they received the opening kick. Camden Newell has been handling the kickoff duties for the Panthers the last few weeks. Camden consistently has been putting it inside the 10 since he's taken over the kicking duties.
Yeah, Cameron's done a pretty good job. He's a young kid, sophomore, getting some pretty good game experience here the last several weeks, and he's done a good job.
So whistle blows, we're set to kick it away. Here's a second half action. And he'll kick a low line drive that will be hit and drafted about at the 10. The Panthers will cover it well and bring him down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was a mistake by the receiver there. He's backing up, trying to one-hand it. He's got guys behind him.
Looked like Aaron Judge trying to catch a fly ball in the World Series. Too soon?
Too soon. No, I'm not a Yankees fan. I could care less about the Yankees or the Dodgers. So here we go. Big drive for the Panther defense to start the second half. I'd like to see a mistake by Russellville here. Throw it to us, put it on the ground, 3 and out. Luke, I am not picky.
No, and when it comes to getting the ball back and some type of forced turnover, neither am I. So 1st and 10, Russellville. They go 2 receivers at the bottom, twin, and a single receiver at the top. Little toss, jet sweep. KD in the backfield quick. He misses the tackle, but a host of Panthers will come in on the action and bring him down at about a gain of 3. Would have loved to see Davidson make that tackle, but it slowed it up just enough that they didn't get more on the play.
Yeah, it was good pursuit there by the Panthers, holding him to about a 3-yard gain.
Josiah Thompson in on the action there, playing a little inside interior D lineman play there. In the front with Stu, Boaz, KD, and Josiah. There's a lot of quickness and a little bit and some size there, so they do a great job for us. All right, we got some movement after we did a little movement of our own, little shift, caused them to move. That will back them up 5.
Yeah, that's a design play by the defensive front. Mass unison shift there, and it caused some motion up front by the offensive line of Russellville. So it gets them behind the chains here, 2nd down and about 12.
So 2nd and 12 here for Russellville. They'll roll out, little throw back across his body, and the pass is, it looks, our sideline signaling incomplete, but they're going to mark it as a completion there. It'll be 3rd and
about 5
or 6. 3rd and 5 for the Russellville.
This is a big play here, Luke.
Big play early here in the second half.
Big play from the Panther defense here. We need to rally to the football here. Stay disciplined up front and rally to the football.
Another illegal procedure there by Russellville. We'll back them up and make it 3rd and long.
So that's the break we needed, Luke.
Certainly. So 3rd and 10 here. They have doubles, 2 receivers, both at the top and bottom of the screen. You know they're going to do some type of motion, send someone moving. That's all they've done all night.
Our 5 defensive backs are just on the line to gain here.
Something new we're showing in the secondary for sure. We'll bring 5 up front. We'll bring some pressure. We'll hit him as he throws. Pass is incomplete. We had a chance at the interception. No flags in the play. Brings up 4th down, and the Russellville will be forced to punt.
Yeah, that was exactly what we needed. We dialed it up on the first defensive series. Great job by the Panthers to get the football back here. Now, Luke, you don't have to be a genius here to figure out what I'm about to say. We need to score.
We need to score.
We need points.
Incredible. I had no clue you were going to say that.
High kick, short kick.
And we'll get out of the way from that and just let that bounce. And the ball will be on the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers right there.
Yeah, it took a Russellville bounce, and they got about 10 extra yards out of the roll. Ball will be on the 41.
So 1st series here for the Panthers. You've said it all along, and it always starts with picking up a couple 1st downs, moving the chains, pull them along, come out with Marlette in our wing T formation. Give is to David. Oh, no, even fooled me. Mason will pop it for about 5 right there quick out of the gate.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need good yardage on 1st down, Luke. Get in that short, 2nd short, 3rd and short situation. I wouldn't be surprised to see another misdirection type play.
No, I'm sure out of this we've put a lot of different wrinkles to try to manufacture points. Ball's on the turf, and it was recovered by Russellville.
That is the opposite of what we wanted. We gave them the football on their side, plus side of the field, and so we came out defensively, did a job, got the football back, and we've turned the football over.
Defense is going to have to come up big and get the ball back. I mean, there's no simple way to put it. And that's going to – we've already talked about the leg from the kicker, so we can't give up. If we give up 2 1st down, they're already in field goal range. And us keeping it within a 1, we're already outside of a 1, but it's a 2-possession game as it is.
Yeah, our margin for error, not very big here. We've got to play flawlessly from here on out. Pretty good play up front by the defensive line.
It was. They tried a little power there, and they got him in the penetration, kind of made him shift and jump around.
Another big play coming up. 2nd down and about 8 for the Panthers.
Cyclones will go 2 receivers wing. They'll motion the wing out in the trips, and he'll run kind of a wheel route out of the backfield here. And we'll jump out that time. It looks like Jack O'Brien almost with the interception there. Make it 3rd and 8.
Had a shot.
Great coverage. The defense has played lights out tonight. They had the one series where they moved the ball down the field, but the other touchdown came from a short, 15-yard porch they had for him there.
Yeah, that was a great play by Jack O'Brien in the secondary. We're doing a great job defensively. As you said, we just need a break. We need another break here.
Right now, as it's lined up, there's 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, tied in at the top of it, kind of a closed set, and they'll stay in that. I'm sure someone will motion move around. We'll do some games in the box. They'll do a little RPO, and they'll juggle it around, but he'll complete the catch, and he'll pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, we had a little bit too much cushion. We were a little bit too far off there.
We needed to bump out the box there, the way that they had the trips here into the boundary. So 1st and 10 for Russellville. They'll go back to their big wing set with 99 Golden in the game. That guy's been a receiver. He's been at H-back. He's been at running back. They'll go under center this time. And they'll go toss sweep into their boundary. They're going to get at least 8 or 9 here, if not more. They'll get into our secondary. He'll make a cut. He'll reverse field. He'll take that all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Yeah, I tell you what, we've struggled with the big play all year long. That's a 34-yard touchdown run on a simple toss sweep there. We've just struggled getting athletes down on the ground in space.
And right now, pending the PAT, the score will be, and he's pretty on the year. Perez has only missed one. Maybe I gave him the little commentator jinx here. But it's good, and that makes it 24-8 with 8 minutes here in the third quarter.
Yep. Still a two-score game. Was a two-score game. Still is a two-score game. But, you know, they're increasing their point total here. I told you we were going to have to score 28 or 31 to have a shot here, and we're definitely going to have to do that. There's just very little room for error from this point. Panther defense has played well. We just couldn't get him on the ground on that drive, on that long run there. He's got a little wiggle to him. He's got a little speed to him, and so he created his own space, made a guy miss. We missed a tackle, and then he takes it 34 yards to the house.
And on the year, he was averaging 9 a carry, so you knew eventually there was a chance that he'd bust.
Some freshmen playing in the game tonight. I see number 73 for the Panthers. That's a freshman offensive lineman, Kale Satolovich. Our freshman campaign was pretty successful this year.
O'Brien at quarterback. Not much room for him to work with there. A lot of bodies out in front, and he'll only pick up a couple. O'Brien with the huge run in the first half.
Yeah, had a little misdirection with him in the first half, and he was able to take it to the house. And so just giving him a touch, see if he can get a lane here. He's pretty quick when he gets those strides, those long strides going. 2nd and 9.
Stay in the same formation. We'll motion Estacio across. Almost a bad snap. O'Brien makes it. He'll cut it outside. He'll get the edge. Good block up top by Anderson. And Jack will take it all the way to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good run there. That's kind of what you want. You got an athlete carrying the football, direct snap to him. He gets the edge. We set the edge. Good job out there, Jackson Anderson with the block. We're going quick here.
We had movement. No flags thrown.
Well, they've
just punted on that one.
They owed us.
They're just done with motion penalties.
It's optional to get set. Going to be a gain of 2, so he's going to
have Canadian football rules, Dennis. You just move around, jump around, run it.
2nd and 8, Luke. Boaz Benson now at quarterback. He'll hand it to Estacio. Estacio get his first down.
This is, you know, in high school football, and it's all football, there's only so many possessions, but certainly in high school football, your finite limited possessions that you get, you have to take advantage of. So in this being a 2-score game, we have to go down and score in this series would be crucial and get the 2-point conversion. Russellville, not liking what they see, will call a timeout here quick.
Not happy. I think we're having a little success up front. You know, we brought in the freshman, Kale Satolovich, and he is a big body up there. Let me see if I can pull his stats. Kale is 6'2", 265.
For the younger brother of Jace, who plays for Air Force
That's
right
right.
now.
That's right. Starting offensive lineman for Air Force, correct, I believe.
Yep.
So good family, great family, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The sister, Reese, is a FCCLA state officer, has presented the school board a couple different times for some of the good work she's done.
Yeah, so mentioning the 9th grade campaign earlier, you know, they had a very successful season. We've got some young kids coming. Our 9th grade team was good. Our 8th grade team was successful. 7th grade, all the way down. So we've got some good talent coming. We just have to develop them, get them in the weight room, get them stronger. But we've got several freshmen dressed out tonight.
Well, getting them reps in a high school game, I mean, get them the action early, show them the difference of speed, the pace of play. Boaz going to take a shot here. A little hitches on both receivers there at the top of the screen. Passes incomplete. Bring up second down.
Yeah, that's just to keep them honest out there. Keep from having the safeties walk down and get 8, 9 guys in the box.
Well, sticking that's that kind of look. That's the look that made Tim Tebow famous early on with the 2 wings in the back. That what do you call 30 personnel.
Going to be 3rd and 9 here, Luke. This is definitely 4-down territory here. So, regardless of what you do on 3rd down, you're probably going for it unless you lose a bunch of yards here.
If you installed this with Boaz all week, bringing Short back in, might be that direct snap to him. Surely there's something, on the passing side of this, other than just the hitch slant. I mean, there's maybe something gets him rolling here. They try to pick up some of it back here. Mason will make a man miss. He'll get to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Panthers.
No flags on the field.
And with a big old Ric Flair.
There you go. Mason Short takes it to the house from about
you're
40.
looking right now. Coach Locke looking at the call sheet here. What do we want on this 2-point play? Do we want to run a 2-point play this early? It's time situation, but I would imagine we're going to go for it. We're going to call timeout and get actual personnel in and not do our swinging gate look there because this is big.
This is a big 2-point conversion.
So
here.
every team, you have your card, your call sheet that has the time situational. When do you go for 2? When you don't go for 2? Time to anyway. It's saying go for 2 right now.
Absolutely. And
3 yards out, go with the same personnel with Boaz and Mason and thunder it in. Why not?
Well, you got to go with what's been the most successful, right? So our most successful ball carriers have been Mason Short and Jack O'Brien and Boaz Benson. So one of those guys have got to get the football here. Caden had a long touchdown run that was called back. But tonight I would say let's give Mason a shot here, or maybe Jack. But Boaz Benson's going to stay in at quarterback. Nope. Dane Marlette's going to be under center.
Dane under center. We're missing a guy, which out of a timeout is not what you want. We still have 20 seconds. 2 guys. Yeah, usually the wing team needs a wing and a fullback, so the Toledo and Mason will come out. Still have 10 seconds here. So this is probably going to Estacio. We get tripped up. He's going to fight. Get out of here, Ryan. Just stop short. And it's definitely not what you want when you don't have the personnel on the field breaking a timeout. That doesn't ever end well for a team. And that will make the score Cyclones 24, Panthers 14, 5:35 left here in the 3rd quarter. We got the score we wanted, but that still makes this a 2-score game nonetheless.
Yeah, we're going to have to get to 28 tonight to have a shot to win it. So our defense has a little bit of room here. We could give up possibly a field goal, but we're going to have to get 28 points to have a shot to win the football game. So Panthers had a good-looking drive there. We used 2 different we used 3 different quarterbacks on that series. Jack O'Brien started, got a big run around the end, and then we had Boaz Benson come in and take snaps at quarterback. Mason Short with a long carry for a touchdown.
Mason's good for a 30-plus touchdown run.
Almost weekly, right?
Weekly, as long as he gets the touch, right?
And then Dane Marlette came in for the 2-point conversion there.
Cyclone Stadium rocking some country music song that I definitely don't know. You probably know.
Yeah, it's on my playlist.
Kick is away by Noel, fielded by the Cyclones at the 21-yard line. They'll kind of tiptoe around, and they'll clear the 33, 34-yard line. They'll have ball 1st and 10 there. Some more extracurricular, and a late flag, and since we were on top of the takedown there, it will probably be against the Panthers, and that will move the ball up into their 15.
that's just a case of not knowing, not hearing the whistle or whatever. He's 40 yards offsetting.
Offsetting. Well, they might have been. It could have been a situation where they wrestled around in a little bit of a circle, and we just ended up on top there.
That's the third offsetting penalties. I can't argue with it because both teams have been pretty nitpicky and chippy all night. So I can't argue with the offsetting. Big drive here for the Panther defense.
So 1st and 10, deuce stack, kind of doubles. Look,
Fumble.
balls on the ground again. They've had trouble with that tonight, which led to the safety early, and that will back them up.
That's a good 7-8 yard loss. 7-yard loss. That's great for the Panthers. They're going to be behind the chains here. Call it 6, so it's going to be 2nd and 16. Look for a quick pop play here.
Get out in space.
Nope. Hand it to the back. Third and about 7 here, so the Cyclones have some work to do.
So 3rd and 7 here. Ball on the 37-yard line. They'll go trips receivers here in the bottom of your screen. Single receiver at the top. Jones at quarterback. He'll drop back to his pass. He doesn't have anyone. He'll take off. He got him in the middle of the field. I think he's short of the sticks or right at it. They're going to put him right on him.
I thought I saw a hole in the backfield, to be honest with you, but they're going to give him the first
They'll
down.
give him the first down there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cyclones. Ball on the 44-yard line. They'll stick with this 2 receiver stacked look. Throw the pop out there. That's what you do. Pop, pop, go, pop, pop, go. And they'll pick up about 8. You go a couple different things there on your check. Depending on the box you get, you go inside zone, or you throw the pop, you throw pop, go, and they'll stick with the same look. With the depth you have here into their sideline, they might go pop, go. And they'll go inside zone out of it. I mean, you could literally run this formation all the way down the field because depending on what the defense gives you, you've got multiple looks. You just check to the sideline and run from it. And that may be exactly what they do.
Yeah, folks, I hear you out there. We're having audio difficulty. We haven't changed anything from the first half. I don't know what's going on. We're just the talent here. We're not in charge of that. Hopefully they can get that fixed.
In a little zone again. This time they put a guy in motion, and they're brought down only about a gain of 1. And that'll make up a 2nd and 9.
2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones.
2:55 left here in the 3rd quarter. The score is Russellville 24, Siloam Springs 14. They'll bring in kind of a different personnel look with number 99, Golden, coming in. He's kind of their heavier personnel. 2-back set, twins here to the bottom of your screen. They'll go outside zone here into the boundary. We'll chase him down from behind. Victor Cholito, great pursuit on the play. Be 3rd and 6.
Here we are again in 3rd and 6, so we've got to make something happen on defense here. 3rd and long.
We show we can do a little on offense right here. So getting off the field here, getting the ball back, maybe even getting tackle for loss here in the backfield to make this a 4th and long situation. Because where they're currently at, potentially they would go for it.
They would. The way we move the football, though, with the time remaining, they might consider here, if they don't gain any yardage here, they might considering pinning us deep.
They'll I'll send number 3 in motion. He'll motion back. Again, I see movement. And this time there is a flag down, Dennis. There is a flag down. It may be us jumping in the neutral zone, which you might lose your mind on.
Yeah, we were well off the line of scrimmage, and we were moving up front. It's going to be 4th and 3.
He pointed at our sideline. It's on them. It's on them.
They're asking us what we want to do here, but I would back them up.
They're going to be
Shift.
Here we go. They can call it. You had your doubts. I never doubted for a moment. I'm an eternal optimist. And in a game like this, every inch matters.
Oh, that's a great line. Has that been used before?
Potentially, Al Pacino used that in a football movie. I'm not sure.
3rd and 11 here. This is a huge play for the Panther defense. Again, our defensive backs are at the sticks. A fake to the jet.
There's no one open in pursuit. We've got bodies all around, and he'll dump it off.
Not to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a flag.
Throw the flag. Drop it down. That's grounding, sir. That's grounding.
They're saying number 20 was in the area.
If is in the area, meaning he was in the stadium. If he was in the stadium, then someone was in the area.
Well, let me just say this. He was in the arena, but I don't think he was in the area. They're lined up like they might go for it here. Now they're going to probably pooch kick it.
They had movement again. Almost blocked there by KD. It's a great pooch that will pin us inside the 20, right at the 20.
Yeah, it took a Panther bounce, give us a couple yards back. It's going to be just about the 20-yard line for the Panthers where they take over. Now, if we can move the football like we did last possession here, Luke,
and then get to the edge with some of our guys that can turn the corner, whether it be Mason or Jack. I'd like to score with at least 8 left here in the game because perfect scenario we score before the end of the 3rd here, but that would be a quick score.
hey, I'm not interested in a quick score. I'm just looking for points. Mason short.
Mason Short can, if you just give that guy an inch, he's going to turn it into a mile.
Give him a crease. He proved last possession that he can tippy-toe and then take it to the house when he gets in space. So, he had a shoe. He had a shoe equipment malfunction there. He's got it back on. Dane Marlatt under center.
Wing T formation. We'll check to the sideline of what we want to do here, whether it be the buck sweep, counter, fullback dive.
I'll give us one thing. We're keeping them off balance. Toledo hard running up front.
He'll grind for about 5 or 6.
It's going to be 3rd and about 2. Third and about 2. Big play for the Panther offense here. They're going to let the clock run out. It's going to be the end of the 3rd.
That's the only way to really steal a timeout.
Yep. Luke, tell us about tell us what we got going on here. Set up the scenario here. 4th quarter, down 24-14, 12 minutes to go. How do you work yourself back into this?
Well, you got to be patient and understand that 12 minutes is an eternity in football. You can't look at it as if we got to score real quick. We got to get quick hitters. The last drive was, 2 big plays really led to the touchdown eventually. But in between that, there was probably 5 or 6 plays that only went for 2 to no gain. So you stick to some of the things that you've seen that have worked. And, if you have to pull one of the tricks out of the bag, go for it. But you stick to what we did in the 3rd quarter on that last series or in the end of the 2nd quarter, and you don't get in panic mode. If there was 4 minutes left right now down 10, then you're somewhat in panic mode. But I think the opportunity is here, especially ball here, almost at the 30-yard line, to be as methodical as you want to on this series. And the defense has kept you in the game.
Absolutely.
The defense has kept you in the game. There's no doubt
You,
about that.
you take off the 10 points that we gave up for short field, and it's a tie football game right now.
So big down here, 3rd and short. Give us the short. He'll come and
He's going to get swung around. He's going to have the first down yardage.
I think that initially I was a little concerned that he wasn't gonna pick up the yardage, but right there
He just falls forward. He likes to swing, spin, fall forward. He always seems to get positive yardage.
the guy knows how to move the sticks for us or to get in the end zone.
So we move the chains here. 1st and 10 with 11:39 to go in the fourth quarter here in the football game. Panthers still in control of everything they want to do. Marlette's under center. We're in the wing tee.
Stop me if you've heard that before. A little toss sweep here. We'll have some blockers out there on the edge. Estacio, he'll make one cut, and he'll get tackled after a gain of 3.
3, maybe 4.
Hey, he'll make it 5.
There we go. Good spot there for the Panthers.
2nd and 6.
11 minutes to go in the football game. Panthers being deliberate. It's not panic mode time. We're being deliberate here, moving the football. Going to be a good 4-yard gain out to about the 38. We're going to have 3rd down and 2 here with 10:35 to go in the football game. What you're noticing here, Luke, is that we've got 3rd down and short here in the last two opportunities here.
Which is the recipe that you wanted all year long.
Yeah, I've been asking for this all year long. When you're in 3rd and short, you can move the change, which is what we're doing right now. We got another first down run there by Caden Davidson, picks up 3 tough yards to get the first down. So it's going to be football on the 41. Clock is rolling.
But still plenty of time with 10:08 left. Yeah, this is what the identity of the true wing tee is, to grind teams down where you get 4 or 5, 4 or 5, and then all of a sudden you get like the KD run.
Whoa!
What?
Nobody threw a bag. Does anybody see a beanbag? Nobody threw a beanbag. He's marking it for 2nd down and long. What are we doing? Jerry! What are we doing?
This is the little discussion powwow they had together there. I would have loved to have had a film mic and heard that conversation.
Well, their head coach is pointing it toward the end zone, saying Russellville had recovered. It was clearly down. The side judge had it marked. Nobody threw a beanie.
The wrong way. I don't believe
what I just saw. All right, Panther defense has got to make a play.
1st and 10, 24-14 here. Panthers will drop for no gain. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I'll go to the well here. Ripley couldn't believe it. Webster couldn't define. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Just because a high school kid tells you something happened doesn't mean that's always the case.
Hey, here's their freshman. They're putting in a freshman quarterback here. Lucas Stokes, number 14. He's going to get some snaps here. Big kid.
I saw him in warm-up standing behind us when we were out on the turf.
Good pursuit there by the
they're
Panthers.
just trying to milk some clock here, so we're going to have to just get off the field.
Yeah, going to be 3rd down and about 7 here. They're going to leave the freshman quarterback on the field. Get him some snaps here. I mean, they've dressed him. They want to get him some snaps.
If all he has to do is hand the ball off, you would hope.
Well, he'll be the backup for the rest of the season, and so they're probably, hopeful that they don't have to use him in crucial situation. But this is smart. They're getting him some reps here.
I'm wondering who's been the backup weeks 1 through 7.
He's going to run the football. Yeah.
And we'll drop him for about a gain of 2. It'll be 4th and 5, but they're in plus territory. They'll go for it here.
Caden Davidson's slow to get up. We've also got another Panther down. Is that Boaz? That's Boaz.
It is Boaz. Well, I don't see Boaz walking off with the rest of the defensive unit, so I believe that's Boaz. Of course, Boaz has had to play quarterback, and he does long snapping duties, and he does a lot of other things. So, but there's his dad, first to arrive. So yeah, I think that is Boaz.
I still cannot believe the white hat turned around and pointed Russellville football. No one on the field threw a beanbag. No one on the field had it as a fumble. And he just goes and gives it because Russellville come out of the pile up with it. Gives it away. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Tell me how
folks.
you really feel about it.
Well, I would go into more detail.
Well, the beauty of YouTube, for those of you at home right now during this timeout, and let's hope Boaz is okay, rewind it and watch it. I can't wait to watch it later. When we go eat dinner after this, let's pull this up and look at it.
I did not
replay,
review the play, but no official.
Replay, I do want to give a shout out again to our AVTF crew who have been with us all year, and they improve each and every week with the graphics and the shots and everything they do. It takes volunteering their time to travel all the way here to Russellville, Arkansas on a Friday night.
They're doing a great job. I
Very proud of them and Mr. Allen for what they do.
Yeah, I do not have anything but nice things to say about them. Doing a great job. Fourth down and about 5 here. This is a big play for the defense. Got to get off the field.
The motion now to go empty
set.
backfield. I think they put
The senior,
Jones back in.
the senior
Luke
quarterback's
Jones
back in there.
He'll fake and he'll do a little
a
shovel
shovel.
underneath, and they'll pick up the first and more. They might break
a
this
hold.
for 6. And touchdown,
We're
Russellville.
not calling a hold.
What a call.
What was I thinking?
Well, you're a pretty smart man, Mr. Yoakum, but they didn't get it on that one. And that will make it 30-14 here in the fourth quarter with 8:25 to play. The fumble ultimately led to a score.
Again, short field for the Russellville Cyclones. Our defense has played well tonight, but it's just the short field battle. And he's going to push this lead to 17. It's going to be 31-14. It's now a 3-score game with 8:25 to go in the fourth quarter. And now, Luke, you mentioned this word earlier. It is go time. It is panic time. 8:25 left. You're down 3 scores.
Now it's shifted. Where you asked me 3 minutes ago, the dynamic has shifted drastically.
Absolutely.
For a team that runs mostly a wing tee or a heavy or a diesel or all the 4 to 5 different quarterbacks or whatever we've been showing, and we're not a team that can have an aerial attack or quick scores, quick hitters. You got to find one. You have to find one.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a misdirection type play. I mean, you're probably not going to hand it off and take it to the house, although Mason Short does have that ability, but it doesn't happen often. You got to get the defense to pursue and then catch them with something they're not ready for.
Yeah,
the old remember the Titans last play of the game. Backside Georgia reverse.
Backside Georgia reverse. Yep. I just can't get that pitch, Petey. So here we go, kick off by Russellville. Panthers set to receive a little bunt there, fielded by Short. They'll say his knee is down, and that's a spot that they'll give us there at the 36-yard line.
Did you see a knee down? I saw a hand down.
It's like the phantom punch.
Man.
Yeah, you're highly critical of this crew tonight, Mr. Yoakum.
Knee down? Hand down. Yeah. Coaches in the box were looking at it again. Hey, what the heck do I know? Dane Marlette coming out, going to be the quarterback. Boaz Benson limped off last defensive possession.
And he'll stick in the wing tee. I mean, it is the bulk of the reps that we do all week, so you have to stick to what you do. If Stasio met at the line of scrimmage, it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's been our inability to throw the football and keep defenses honest that have forced us into this action. I mean, we just can't keep the defense from getting 8, 9 guys in the box.
And if you're a defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
you're stacking it. I mean, you're putting 10 guys within 10 yards of the ball over and over again, and you're just shooting gaps.
Yeah,
which is what they do. I mean, it's
There's Mason getting a little.
fortunately Mason. If you just give him a little bit of a crease,
Going to be 3rd down and about 6 here.
3rd and 6 here, crucial. I mean, this junction of the game, we'll go for it on 4th, but we'll Marlette under center, Toledo up fullback, Shorten, Jackson Anderson at the tailback positions that gave us to Toledo, and he'll plow ahead about 4 yards, so it'll be 4th and 1 there.
Yeah, this is definitely. I mean, we've got to go for it here. Victor Toledo. The booth here said Mason Short, but it was Victor Toledo. Here we go, 4th and 1. Tush push. He's going to get it. 2nd effort, he got it. I think. What?
What are they?
They're, oh, my gosh. What a terrible spot of the football. Are you kidding me? 2nd effort, he clearly got to the 46. Clearly. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. You guys at home can review that, but you can see the 2nd effort for Dane Marlette got to the 46.
It'll be a turnover on downs.
That's
and that'll be
awful.
a 1st down for Russellville with 6:47 left to play here in the game. It'll be 1st down there with a score of 31-14. It's been a wild string of events in the last 4 minutes since you last asked me.
They've moved the football again. They've moved it since. They've moved it again. They've moved it again. They've moved it. It's unbelievable. We just put the football wherever we want to. It's unbelievable.
I think they go back to their freshman quarterback to get him more reps here. Actually, they go into a backup tailback, too. The Panther D all over him. And it'll be a no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 right there at the spot. Well, I know this is a statement will shock you. You'll be stunned by this. Floored. It may be the most stunning thing you've ever heard. But I never coached a game here where I wasn't carded. So
Yeah, I'm not
it's
surprised by that
not,
at all.
it's not common to come down to the River Valley and not feel upset or see calls not go for the Panthers.
Hey, and I want to explain something here too. Okay.
We're not saying it's costing us the game. It's costing our kids the opportunity to compete.
So the margin of error is thin, and when 2 or 3 calls, the callback of the touchdown, the fumble recovery, the spot on that big 4th down play, like those are things that can impact the outcome of game. The margin of error is so small right now, and so we're doing everything we can to be on the right side of that. It absolutely can impact games. It impacts the mental game as well. And so, I'm not blaming
about a mental game of a 15 to 18-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not blaming any of these guys out here on the field. I think 3 calls have went against us that have really hurt our chances tonight.
Yeah,
That's it. That's what I said.
absolutely. No, absolutely.
So it's going to be third down and about 12.
And they'll just stick. I think they'll just stick to grinding it out.
Yeah, they're not interested in the first down here.
It's a
They're
three-score
interested in
game.
clock running.
They'll go to their same look with trips and then the orbit motion. They'll actually do a little
Throw-
throwback screen, which they have set up here in their sideline.
And we
he'll
can't tackle
reverse
him in
field,
space.
and
He's
he'll-
going to dance.
And he'll take that to the house. Touchdown, Cyclones. Hey, I'll say this: if I had a guy like Marcellus Olsen, I would find a lot of unique ways to put the football in his hand, and a slip screen is one of them.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play call there, 3rd and forever.
And for that freshman, probably his first
High
varsity
school, yeah, that's going to be his
touchdown
first.
pass.
Yep.
Yeah. Snap, hold, kick is good, and that will be 38-14 here in Russellville with 4:56 left to play in the game. What at one point was a 10-point game with some momentum trending in the Panthers' direction has now slipped away.
Preseason basketball action tonight. The Hogs were in Fort Worth, Texas, playing TCU in an exhibition game. Remember, it's exhibition. The Hogs drop the game to TCU 66-65. So had a great showing against number 1 Kansas. I think we still have a couple of guys out that did not play. And it was an exhibition game, so it doesn't count in our record.
So what you're saying is doomsday scenario. Season's over.
No,
Hogs
it was
are done.
probably
Hogs are done.
it was
We heard it
probably
here
a message, or it was either a message by Cal, or we got to listening to the headlines after we beat Kansas, and we just didn't play well on the road.
You heard it here first.
Jamie
first,
Dixon,
folks.
head coach of TCU, is a heck of a coach. I'll just tell you. So his
Yes,
kids are.
he
It's
is.
a good team. So
You
listen,
just gave up on the Hogs. I heard it.
Lucas, I will never give up on the Hogs. Never.
Try to pull up some other scores from around the. So Mountain Home up 27-7 on Van Buren. Greenwood score hasn't been updated. Last it was updated was 42-7. Lake Hamilton up 21-14 on Shiloh.
That would be a surprise.
Elkins up 21-7 over Gravett. That's a big one for a conference close to ours. Gentry has bounced back to take the lead over Prairie Grove, 24-23 at the end of the 3rd. They'll kick it again to Short here towards our sideline. This time they cannot dispute whether or not his knee was down. He was standing upright, and he'll take it down to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Panthers right there. How do you feel about the Hogs tomorrow?
You know, it's at home.
You're up on it. You're already negative, Tom. You're already negative.
It's at
Tom.
home. We are successful at home against Ole Miss recently. Anything can happen. Boy, we played well last week. If we offensively look anywhere like last week, we'll win the football game.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks. Well, yeah, got through for 5 touchdown passes. I hope we have a chance. Got a timeout, Russellville. I like the look that
It's 38-14, folks. We got a 2.5-hour drive. There's 4:48 left, and you're calling timeout. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm optimistic about the Hogs at home. But now, my fear is if we pull it off against if we beat them, then you got Texas at the next game, and that means they would probably stop us. That's kind of the trend for the Razorbacks.
Well, we play Texas well at home, too.
Oh, I know. I remember a few years ago.
We are 1 win away from bowl eligibility.
I'll never forget the last time we beat Texas. I was actually is it Guy Ferry Lake? Is that out in eastern Arkansas? I never
Guys,
I'd never been there.
Yeah.
And I may have been the only person besides my dad that and a few other Hog fans that were in attendance that actually cared. It was like people didn't know what was going on.
All right, here we go. Dane Marlette is going to be in shotgun.
Formation. That means we're going to have to try to air it out. And we'll go a little bubble there to the top, caught by Hudson Lockridge. Jack O'Brien gets a block out there on the edge, and Hudson will take it for a gain of 7. You know, that's the same bubble we kind of tried to throw a couple weeks ago that we threw behind Hudson, so it turned into what looked like pop. If you lead him, I mean, if you have the space and they're playing a cover 4 shell, you can get some yardage out of it. So 2 receivers at the top of the screen, wing, single receiver here at the bottom. We'll throw a pump go here. We got Jack, and he's beat his man. The throw's on the money. Oh, I think the corner broke, or the safety broke it up there late.
Yeah.
Great throw by Dane.
Yeah, he put that one right where it had to be. You'd like to see Jack use his body and shield that guy off a little more, but that guy got in there last second and got a hand on it. But yeah, Dane put it out there as good as he could. You can't expect a guy to put it out there any better.
So 3rd and 3 here. The Panthers will pick up the first down. 4 minutes left. Clock rolling. 38-14 Cyclones.
Boaz Benson is back on the field, so that's a good sign.
Pass is completed out here towards the bottom of your screen to Hudson Lockridge. Gain of about 3. Panthers will try to go a little quicker on tempo. Jackson Anderson comes to the bottom of the screen. 3 receivers to the top with Lockridge, Benson, and I think that's Cole Pittman at the top. Throw a hitch there to Lockridge. Pass falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long.
He's banged up a little bit. Looks like he got hit in the back of the head. He got hit about the time the football arrived, so it was a clean play, but it was just a jarring play, maybe a little whiplash action there. Their coach is conversing with the white hat over what in the world is he dropping about?
Coach, is it Weaver? I think it's Weaver, right? Let's just take our win. Let's just take our win.
What is he doing? They're over here laughing and having a big time. I mean,
him hawing around.
I've never seen anything like that. Won't you guys, are you going to dinner after the game? Coach Smith, Michael Smith is looking like, what are you doing over there? He's saying something to him, too. That's Mike Smith, baby. Yeah, you're over there laughing and joking around with the other head coach. That's a bad look, and Coach Smith's telling him about it. And he's telling the side judge over there on our sideline, too. Attaboy, Mike. Attaboy. It's a bad look, boys.
Bad look.
Be professional out there.
Trips to the top of the screen, especially when the kids down on the field. Trips to the top there. They'll run kind of a switch route, but Marlatt will tuck it and run. And he'll pick up the first there, and he's finally dragged down at the 20. Well, they'll mark him 25. I thought he was 23.
I think they're going to bring it back to the 26th even, but it's going to be enough for the first down. Took Dane a minute to get the full speed there, but he finally got there and got out of it.
He's grinding here. It's 38. It's 38-14, but we're still trying to battle.
And here we go. Russellville's calling timeout again. 3:11 to go, up 24.
Are you frustrated? You sound frustrated. Again, just want to remind folks, this Thursday, come out to the Pack. It will be Panther Pride Night. Basketball, all ages, 7 through 12, will have their inter-squad scrimmage to kind of introduce the teams. It'll be a fun night. There'll be a silent auction up on the concourse. Coach Stewart has graciously invited me to help take part as an MC.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yes, not in the form of me sitting at the scorer's table. His vision is for us to be on the court carrying mics like and one mixtape type style.
Okay.
Commentary.
Okay.
So
I'm down with that.
This will be an interesting look at Panther Pride Night, and then Friday night, your Panthers will have senior night at Panther Stadium and host Fort Smith Southside Mavericks. Give us to Short. He'll go to the top there, and he'll turn the corner, and as always, Mason will rumble ahead, and he'll pick up. I mean, he's over
inside the 5, yeah. So I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to see what our basketball teams look like. Lots of changes. You've got on the boys' side, you've got a pretty experienced crew coming back from last season. Most of the kids that played last year on the high school team were underclassmen
They should have blown that dead
at the 9.
well before that, and then now we're gonna throw the flag. Sorry to interrupt your
It's
thought
okay.
there.
It's okay. You know, we've got a pretty experienced group coming back. Most of the kids that played on the high school boys team last year were underclassmen, and so they're all back. They're a year older and more experienced. I've heard some really good things about the development of some of the kids. So they're going to be fun to watch. The girls are going to also have some experience back. You know, they had some young kids playing last year, so they've got quite a bit of experience back as well. And so it's always interesting, new year come out, see how the kids have developed in the off season. I know our coaching staff's done a great job with them.
So 2nd and goal from the 5 here. The ball's on the turf, and it is. I think we actually ended up getting on top of that. I think we ended up on top
Well,
of that.
you never know where he's going to point. Like, hold on. We don't know. We don't know which direction he's pointing. I do know this, too. Our freshman boys will be exciting to watch. They are talented.
Okay.
They are talented,
All right.
so they're going to be fun to watch.
I will say I've seen some clips from Coach Lovelace of a couple of them. I saw two-hand slam the other day. So
Yeah, they're big. They're skilled. You know, I'm putting a lot of pressure on Lovelace here, but they are talented.
Yeah. Shout out Coach Lovelace. We'll go a little slant here. We haven't beat. Great snag by Anderson.
Nice job there,
A
Dane.
great inside release there. When we had him spread out, that route by Jackson was fantastic. Good throw, good snag. 4th and goal here. Ball on the 3-yard line, 2-yard line.
Nice pass there by Dane. They're going to bring him off.
Gonna go heavy here.
Jack O'Brien.
Jack Cat. He'll take the snap. He'll follow the wings right hopefully into the end zone.
Nope.
They're going to mark him just shy. And with 1:34 left to play, Russell will take it right there. Turnover on downs. Great job by the Panthers. Just could not finish it off there.
Yeah, I want to give Dane Marlette credit. Senior quarterback, had several completions on that drive. Got him down there with a chance to score. We just couldn't poke it in the end zone. It looks like that's going to set the final score unless Russellville is going to try to
Just
score
go
here.
5 wide, near it out. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Well,
But there's no reason they're above the 13-point tiebreaker clip. So,
are we going to call timeout here? And
well, their band's playing Final Countdown, so that's great.
he does have one more time. Nope, he's out of timeouts.
Well, when you use them as quick as they used in this half, they'll plow ahead to just try to get off the goal line, and they'll actually pick up about 9 there. No, make it 7.
Well, Luke,
Well, Dennis, with 1:13 left here, they will just run this out. Fans, just once again, come out to Panther Stadium next Friday night. It'll be senior night.
game definitely slowed down. First quarter took 20 minutes.
First quarter flew by. Second quarter, well, there was a lot of back and forth, random things that occurred. Some that were somewhat confrontational, questionable, debatable. Quarterback keeper here by the freshman. And Stokes will, how incredible are the first name combos for these quarterbacks? One's named Luke, the other's Lucas. I mean, you just can't beat that. You just can't beat those names.
Yeah, that's.
The third string guy might be named Dennis.
I was thinking that, what a great name Lucas is.
Thank you.
It's a great name.
And the play clock shows 19, so they're going to have to run one more play to carry us into the end of the game here.
How about just taking a knee?
Victory formation is a fun thing to do when you are a coach, so I would have liked to have seen that. But they'll run a little quarterback read here with the freshman. They'll pick up about 12, and that will do it here in Cyclones Stadium. Final score in Russellville. Russellville Cyclones 38, Siloam Springs Panthers 14. Folks, come out next Friday night, senior night, as the Panthers will end their season against Fort Smith Southside. Dennis, final thoughts?
Hey, we played well at times. We put our defense in a couple of short field situations and gave up about 17 points off those three. Without those three short fields, it's a different game, Luke. We had a couple of plays that went against us, couple of issues that I've already harped on, so I won't bring them back up. But you know what? The margin of error is thin, and those things can impact the game, and I think they did in the second half.
I agree.
So, anyway, Panthers played well. Defensively, they just on the field too much and had too many short fields. So, back at it next week.
Back at it next week for the final game of the season. I'm Luke Shoemaker, and as always, he's the great Dennis Yoakum. Thank you.